Oftentimes I get requests from heating and air conditioning companies all the time wondering how they're going to make the phones ring and how they're going to generate leads. The first thing I always migrate towards is this. First of all, how many open sales proposals are laying around where the customer didn't make any decision at all? Let's open them up and give those customers a call. It would go something like this. Mrs. Smith, I was at your house 2 or 3 weeks ago, and we visited about upgrading your system. May I ask you, have you made a decision yet? You'd be surprised at how many people say no. And when they do, say, well, Mrs. Smith, now that you've had a chance to think through this, what are your thoughts on scheduling the work? At this point, just simply be quiet and listen, and they'll tell you the reason they're not buying, and then satisfy it. Well, it would be my pleasure to pop by just to review everything with you until you are comfortable with the system selection, scope of work, and the price. What day would be good? You'll generally not just reset, but sell 3 out of 10 of those customers that decided not to buy. Oftentimes, the reason they didn't buy is because they were confused and just didn't make a decision, more so than bought from somebody else. The second place to look is in your service department. Every single day, that service department is in front of more customers than anybody in your business. Simple things like debriefing those technicians, finding out how old the equipment that they're servicing is, how much the repair was, and having somebody call those customers and ask them a few questions. It would go something like this. Mrs. Smith, this is Tom from ABC Heating and Air Conditioning. How are you? I was just following up. I understand Joe was there last week, and I just wanted to see how he did for you. Okay, great. Well, the records indicate that your system is 17 years old. It has a few years on it. Were you aware of that? Okay. Well, typically systems last about 15 years. Yours is 17, and this is a pretty significant repair for a piece of equipment that old, of $700. Let me ask you, the possibility of another repair based on what Joe's telling me is pretty likely within the next 4 or 5 years. Would you entertain the thought of looking at some other options that may be in your best interest? Because we do have some specialists right now where we could upgrade your system. Suppose I said I could pop by and we could review those options. What would you say? Now, something as simple like that, folks, believe it or not, 3 to 4 out of 10 service calls with older equipment and major repairs will probably reset. And given a time when you have no leads or are looking for leads, there's gold in those calls. So get with your technicians. Simply start by having them note the condition of the system and the age of equipment, or the make, model, and serial number. Follow up. Talk to your customers. If you aren't in a position to develop capability with your technicians, you can start with a simple grassroots effort and organically grow your residential replacement business by talking to those service customers and generating an interest to upgrade their systems or get them involved with a maintenance agreement. With that, you'll be equipped to work it out and go make it happen.